the time was very less to prepare something due to a very busy schedule, but I managed my schedule, and along with my assistant Mr. Soumyaranjan Patra, I have created a prototype tool also to showcase the students. And I also at the last I will give you a hands-on exercise for the students, so that they try to use these tools available in the open market, and can understand how the things is going on. Okay, and after that, if they have any doubts and any queries, so we may conduct another session, so that we'll discuss that. So, thank you. Good morning, everyone. So, before that, I want to um, share my screen. I don't know, this session is very big one, but time is very less. So, I feel that I can attend most of the people questions. Okay, my screen is sharing, right, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just a minute. Okay. Okay. So once again, good morning to everyone. So since I am taking the session, I would not able to give your answers in the chat box. So at the last I will try to give your answers. So this is my favorite topic, and the most challenging topic is today's world. Next frontiers in domain spoofing attacks. We are enhancing the SOC efficiency through AI assisted domain spoofing detection and investigation. What, why I choose this topic? Because you heard about most of the time that somebody has your bank account has deducted some of account some amount due to some phishing scam, or due to clicking on some URL, clicking on some SMS. So the what is the reason behind it, and how the attackers is able to do this type of phishing? Okay, so how the attackers is able to disguise to and fool the people to take to have a very successful cyber attacks for stealing your credentials, for doing a such kind of financial frauds, and these are the things. And it is very challenging topic nowadays also. After the generation of AI, most of the people interested to enter into offensive operation rather than in the defensive operation, because defensive operation is very difficult, and you need a very good amount of skills and expertise to defend to your attackers, right? So it is like a 1:10 ratio scenario. Okay, so we will see some examples also in this practical slides. So I am going forward. So myself, Ajay Kumar Lenka, I have over 20 years of experience in security orchestration, automation, for automating any of the security, network security, infrastructure security, uh, finding the gap, that is called security compliance auditing. Cyber security, I have investigated more than 50 cyber cases during my past employment, to find out the root cause of the type of attack, techniques they are using, and what are the traces they are leaving behind to find such kind of attacks. Also, I have lead the SOC team for analyzing the monitoring and detection part, data center operations and administrations. During my past journey, I have completed some of the certification, that is DPDPA lead implementer, which is trending topic nowadays. This is India's Data Privacy Act, and CISA certified information security auditor to find out the gap analysis inside your infrastructure or any of the process which is right used in your business or environment, to helping the small to medium scale businesses to find out the gaps, security gaps. And also certified in ISO 27000 lead auditor, CRME, CSME, cyber threat intelligence, CompTIA security plus. These are the my certifications, and I am currently holding the position of director and CEO of CUAT Solutions Private Limited. This company, basically we build the cyber security solutions which is challenging in today's market, right? So it is very difficult that most of the companies cannot afford for the security budget. So we can build such kind of solution that they can include these security solutions within their budget constraint and all. This is our company journey. So I am proceeding forward. What is the evolvement of threat landscape, that is domain spoofing? Okay, if you are reversing the phishing attack, at the first stage you find that domain spoofing is the main attack technique for conducting a successful cyber phishing scams and all, right? Domain spoofing remains one of the most effective attack vector and also a successful attack. Okay, in today's modern crime, cyber crime also, it is growing more sophisticated every day due to the evolving of cloud AI, the mythos. Also, you may heard about the mythos. The attackers is trying to acquire the mythos model, and some of the new models is there to generate a payloads within a minutes, right? So the attack scenario is very fast, rather than it is very difficult to detect the attacks and detect inside the your infrastructure. The problem is that sophisticated phishing and brand impersonation means somebody is using their domain name or brand name to damage their reputation. Suppose, for example, Microsoft, and Microsoft is a very good brand, and somebody has taken some kind of domain, malicious domain, and send mails to most of the people. When they click on that, they will be compromised, right? Their laptop on their infrastructure is compromised. So the people will think that the somebody inside the Microsoft domain is sending this mail, and due to this Microsoft email, we responded and got into the cyber attackers face, right? So, attackers register domains that visually mimic trusted brands, exploiting cognitive biases and trust relationship. Okay, so why the traditional defenses are failing? Because if you heard about the antiviruses, EDR, that is endpoint detection and response, and some of the MDR, managed detection response, and network firewalls, these are the traditional defenses which works on the signature based or some of the behavior based pattern, right? But this pattern is bypassed by the attackers very easily by using the reputed brand's domain name, right? So in the firewall, if I allow Microsoft.com is a trusted domain, so somebody disguising that Microsoft.com and enter into my network very easily. Okay, so the firewall cannot be block that URL or domain. Okay, so most of the attackers try to disguise his domain name, that is called domain spoofing. The real world stakes is successful domain spoofing attack result in catastrophic financial loss, several severe reputational damage, and large scale data breaches affecting organizations of every size and sector. Okay, so, what is a domain spoofing? Again, I am giving you an example. Domain spoofing is a phishing technique. Okay, for example, you heard about the Amazon.com, right? So, Amazon is like AMAZON.com, right? But when somebody just replace the O into a zero, that comes into a domain spoofing. Okay, that is a fake domain. But very few people can identify these changes, because most of the people are in hurry to respond any of the emails, respond or do any kind of work due to some stress or pressure. They always neglect this actual spelling. Okay, this spelling is always a you can say a psychologically disguising your brain. Okay, so this is how the domain spoofing work, and phishing will be work based on the domain spoofing technique. Okay, so if we go into the previous statistics, that domain spoofing is a critical vector in modern cybercrimes, appearing in 90% of top click phishing attacks and compromising over 90% of world's top 1.8 million email domains due to weak authentication policies. Okay, so as in the starting, I all told you that nowadays, previously also, nowadays also, phishing scam is a very successful attack technique in which the attackers get success most of the time. Okay, so this is a good vector through which they try to attack. You also heard about the social engineering also. So social engineering also a successful attack technique for the modern cyber crimes. Okay, attack volume is global phishing attack total 3.8 million in 2025. Business email compromise. It is a like somebody is trying to acquire the business emails of any companies, right? Business emails, so that they can disguise or they can replace some of the characters to send mails to the public or any of the companies, so that the company will be a prey for them for any kind of attack. Okay, so BC loses reached around 2.8 billion dollar in the US in 2024, with domain spoofing used in 12% of BC attacks and display name deception in the majority of the rest. And what about the vulnerabilities? Only 7.7% of top domains implement the strictest DMARC policies. What you mean by DMARC policies, I will cover when I am explaining the how actually the email phishing mails is taking place. Okay, DMARC is related to emails. DMARC, your DKIC, SPF, these are the terms which is used in the email phishing. Okay, revealing 52.2% without even basic DMARC records. Brand impersonation, 72% of phishing attacks in 2025 involved brand spoofing, with 91% bad email or originating from Gmail to exploit user trust in common platforms. Okay, now this is the attack techniques. Okay, how the attackers is using the domain spoofing techniques, and these are the six type of technique which is the most successful technique used by the attackers. You can understand by seeing this is a character substitution. Okay, for example, if it is a facebook.com, somebody is changed Facebook, in place of the o, you just replace 00, and since it is a very small address URL, you never going to recognize that it is o or 0. So hurriedly somebody can click on that URL and give the credential, and then gone, your credential is breached, right? Misspelled domains. You also heard some of the financial banks also. In financial sector, some of the banks, people are trying to send some of the phishing mail that update your KYC, or your account is going to hold, so you have to log in again. So they will redirect into a phishing domain. How these techniques? This is a misspelled domain, so instead of single or double T, they just adds another character T, right? So this is a misspelled domain. And one is keyboard proximity errors. Keyboard proximity errors. There is a like when you type U, So automatically in the Google search bar it will give you suggestions, YouTube and something related to you. So sometimes people are in practice that they just tap that and enter. Okay, so instead of YouTube you just enter you, and somebody has searched TUBR, and this automatically load and you click on that link, then you are landing into a phishing site, right? Homograph attacks, this is the modern technique, right? So homograph, what is mean by homograph? So you know that every character, since you are into the cyber security and IT field, you know that every character has a ASCII value, right? Suppose A, and if I change that ASCII value, I can get a new glyphs, new character. Okay, sometimes you see that this is a character of A. Satya sir, my screen is very clear, and if it needs zooming in, so please let me know so that I can
Yeah, clear, clear, sir. Clear.
I want to zoom it.
No, no, not required.
Okay.
Everything is clear. Yes.
Okay, so in that homograph attacks, some people just change the ASCII value. Okay, if you find out that sometimes you enter A, and on that top of A you find a very special character. Okay, and the value of that A is different from the real character ASCII character value of the English letter A, right? So this is the thing I will show you. I will show you how these homographs is creating and confusing the people, okay, in the latter slides. And this is called squatting. Combo squatting, that PayPal.com is, for example, it is a genuine. PayPal is a international bank. For example, you can take example.com, okay, and example.org is not a registered domain, but somebody used this domain name for its attack, right? Otherwise you can relate like amazon.com. Somebody has created a combo squatting domain like amazon hyphen security.com. Okay, so most of the people think that it is related to amazon company, right? But actually that is a combo squatting effect, that nobody has the amazon is not registering this domain. Okay, so likewise it is example of PayPal, you can relate with the Amazon also. Subdomain exploitation. Subdomain exploitation is also a very good technique. Suppose you find that sbi.co.in. Okay, if somebody receive a email like kyc.sbi.co.in, but SBI is not taking that domain, so somebody is registered this subdomain exploitation. They are trying to exploit this subdomain and use this subdomain to be make you a victim, right? For that you use this subdomain exploitation. These are the popular techniques which is used in the phishing attacks. Okay, sorry. Oh, yeah, uh, okay, now come into the attackers. What is the modus operandi? Why they are very interested to attack rather than defend? Okay, why the most of the people is very interested to attack? Because attacking two-way attacking and disguising the people, it is a very fascinating thing, right? So who is like if I learn a skill, I want to apply that skill. Okay, so most of the people who learn into the who enter into cybersecurity domain and try to learn the like attack techniques and some of the tools, so they want to apply these techniques to do a very wrong thing first. Okay, so they don't know what is the impact, they are very beginners level. But some of the professionals, they actually use these techniques for their intended purpose, like for for
Ajay sir, your voice is breaking.
stealing the credentials or for some kind of financial fraud or
You can switch off the video otherwise.
now
No, no. Sir, your voice is not clear,
hello.
breaking somehow. You just switch off the
Okay, now
video.
it is clear.
Yes, yes.
Okay, sir. Uh, just a minute, sir.
Then off the video otherwise.
Maybe network issues is there.
Okay, okay.
Now it
That's
is
fine.
okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So there are some intention for the professional hackers for phishing mails to the user, sending the phishing mails so that they will be a victim for that cyber operations. Second thing is to gather the credentials like your financial bank credentials, like your social media profiles credential, your mail address and mail credentials, so that they can use your credentials for their cyber operations. So when the legal team or the cyber team is finding out who is the user behind this cyber offensive cyber operations, they will go to you, not to the attacker. They cannot find out the attacker, right? So this is the modus operandi, that they want some of the victims email addresses, victim credentials to make such cyber operations. Some of the techniques for evading the security filters nowadays, most of the security appliances is implemented inside the business infrastructure. It is very difficult to bypass the security
Ajay sir, voice is not clear. It's breaking still.
is asking about your financial thing, like your credit card number, your account details and all, so you can take suspicion that it is a fake calls. Okay, sir, my voice is not clear.
No, sir, it's still no, not clear, sir. Breaking, sir. Totally breaking, sir. Voice is not clear, sir. Breaking.
Okay, sir, just a minute.
Yes, you can change that network if otherwise. Just a minute, Shari joining. Huh?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Sir, now it is clear.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, I just
Now it's
switch
clear.
on my network. There is a network issue. So sorry for the
No, no,
interruption.
no problem, sir. You just share it again and continue, sir. No problem.
Yes, yes, sir. So now it is clear, right?
Yes, yes. You just share the screen again.
Sure, sure, sir. Okay, I left it here. Yes, anonymity and attribution avoidance. Spoofing hides the attacker's real identity and infrastructure, making investigations harder. As in the previous, I told you that most of the attackers is they try to hide themselves, so they use other person's credentials, other person's identity to make such cyber operations, right? So that no investigation team can get into you, get onto that or reach them, right? So that is the main thing. That is why they are doing such kind of things. And okay, so what is the traditional approach? How the investigators do this kind of things in a traditional approach? Okay, suppose I find a malicious domain. First, we have to check their registration details. Okay, whether it is a ZRD, that is zero reputation domain, analyze its domain details and mail servers, check whether is it a malicious or legitimate domain through intelligence. Okay, check whether is it connecting with C2C server, check its reputation score in different intelligence platform, any misconfiguration in email domain, then only we create a report and submit for remediation action. After receiving report, such team take action. I will enter into a practical demonstration. What are the traditional approaches investigators is doing for finding or investigating the malicious domain? Okay. So, ma'am, if I my voice is not audible, just let
No,
me
no,
know.
clear, sir. Now clear.
Okay. So I am just giving some of the samples. Suppose you can note it these tools, so that I will at the end I will give a domain name. You will find out how these domains work, right? I am just taking a sample. It is like you heard about the Kaspersky company, that is a antivirus company. .au. Sky. Okay. So this is a virus total. It has the engine of multiple antivirus companies like Kaspersky, McAfee, all the known companies' engine is integrated into this platform. Any of the suppose okay, are you sorry? Any of the companies who are taking or into the cyber investigation, they are very use these platforms for finding out or analyzing the things. Okay, suppose I take a example of Kaspersky-secure.ru. This is a, like, you find that it is a Kaspersky's company's website, right? But it is not like that. I told about that this is a Kaspersky-secure, and what is the technique? Can somebody tell me? This is a combo squatting. If you go through, this is like a paypal-security.com. This is a combo squatting, right? So you feel that it is a Kaspersky-secure is a malicious domain, and it is reported by multiple antivirus companies. Okay, that it is a malicious, and when you go into the details, you can find when this URL is submitted, and what are the serving IP addresses. Most of the domains have a backend IP addresses, right? This is how the domains work. in every domain is like a your name. Okay, so in academics career you find a roll number and it is related with your name. So we cannot remember that your roll number, but by name we can easily recognize you and easily call you. Okay, that is the like domain name. So most of the people, they always remember the domain names irrespective of its IP address. But in the actual scenario, the IP address is the identity of every servers and every devices inside the network, right? So without these IP addresses, no communication can happen in the internet world. So this is the domain name. And what is the IP addresses behind this domain? And status code is 200. What is mean by 200? This has a existing website. Okay, and when you click on that, people don't go through these websites because these are the phishing websites, and you, if you don't know how to tackle these websites, you can get into a cyber operations. So this is a example purpose. You never go to these malicious websites and all, right? Status code 200 means the website is existing. It is blocked by my antivirus, but this is a Airtel company. Okay, this is blocked by the antivirus. But for example, I am switching over my network. Just a minute, and give you that Airtel is very good in this checking this. I am, yes, can you see that, sir? Is it my slide is visible? Hello, hello. Yes. Okay. So this is how. Okay. Thanks for confirming. So this is how, if I am switching over to the different network, it we can access this. But if I change over into the Airtel network, the Airtel security filters has blocked this URL. Right. So this is how the URL filtering actually works and implemented in the telecommunication network. Okay. So sorry again, I am switching this my network so that my voice will be audible. So now I am audible.
Yes, sir.
Can
Yes,
some?
sir.
Okay, okay. So I just switch over to this. Yes, so the reason behind that, some of the companies, they have very security filters, very good security implementation, so that the people is cannot enter into the malicious domains and all, right? So this is how the malicious, we analyze the malicious domains, right? And if I enter into a phishing domain, like I am taking this Kaspersky, right? And it will give you a lot of information about this domain. If I am taking once again, I am putting this Kaspersky security.ru. Just a minute. Okay, no issue. This is for example because it is not giving you right now, it is showing error, but for a practical purpose I am just giving you some of the how we can check it, the phishing domain scanners. Okay, this is like a typo squatting of the amazon.com. If you go through, these are the list of informations. I am just zooming in this information. If you see this is the homoglyphs. Okay, homoglyphs is, this is a caret symbol above the a. Okay, somebody is using these homoglyphs, and name server and mail servers, these are the homoglyphs they are always used for this kind of thing, cyber operations. This is called the homoglyphs effect. Okay, and if I am going to check the same thing into this one, just see, these are the urls related to this, and how much age of this url. Okay, and what are the sub pages it is giving you. Login.php, it will give you a phishing page. Okay, these are the phishing pages and phishing urls. This is how the investigators do all these things. There is another thing, this is a census io. Census, this is a advanced level of thing we use for our investigation purpose. If I go to this search. See, now census give you a lot of information about this domain and what is the port number this website is hosted, what is the server behind this, and what are the TTPs, and this the browser trust, what is the browser trust and verified domain, when this domain is registered and what is its expiration date. Everything it is giving from that related to that domain. Okay, and there are multiple tools. So coming to the presentation, so this is a manual or traditional approach for a SOC analyst or a cybersecurity analyst to find all the relevant information for that domain and create a report. After the report, they have to implement the multiple security layers or, yeah, filtering, security filters, add this domain as a blacklisted domain or malicious domain into their security appliances and all. So the complete process in a traditional approach, you can take around 24 to 72 hours, right? Means 1 to 3 days that for the complete process for detection, investigation, and then you have to implement the necessary action. Okay, so 3 days is a large amount of time to take action, right? So we use the agentic AI. What is the role of AI here? This manual effort converted into the AI efficiency, right? We use the agentic AI. How agentic AI detects this domain spoofing? As I show you, there are lot of tools is available to analyze a single domain. Okay, so at agentic AI, when implement through this agentic AI, it can real time analyze the URL, phishing detection, behavior of the domain, and who is and DNS intelligence of that domain. Okay, after collecting all this data, they can correlate across multiple telemetry sources to get a report or to create a report which will be actionable to by the SOC team, right? This is a tool we created for the demonstration purpose. This is a prototype tool we built for you. Okay, next, my teammate, Mr. Somaranjan Patra, will give you a demonstration on the tool, and from that tool how we will just check a domain, and after creating a analysis of that domain, it creates a very good beautiful report and send to the companies or company owners or business owner or security team head email addresses. Okay, so that they can understand what is the risk factor of that domain. We can use these tools in multiple ways, like for detecting the phishing URLs, for detecting the brand reputation of a company, for automated processes, right? So they don't need to always check their brand reputations, but it can be in a automated process. Okay, so this is the UI. Somya, can you take over and show the demonstration of that tool? Hello, Somya. Yes. Now, Somya, my teammate, he will give you a just go to any of the domain, any of different domain. Just for example, you can use our website. So after searching and analyzing the domain, it will successfully send a mail if there is a risk factor on that domain. Okay, this is a example case for checking your company information or company domain name, everything else to the threat intelligence platform, so that if there is just any suspicious kind of thing or somebody is using your domain on behalf of for the cyber operations, it will intimate you in your mail ID. So this is a live terminal. It is checking all these parameters from the open source intelligence platforms, whether somebody has given or submitted that this domain is a malicious domain, or any connection with the C2C, command and control of any command and control, is a server where the attackers doing the cyber operations. Okay, so it is related to any of the malicious IP. So this tool check all these parameters and gather the intelligence in the internet world. So, Sandeep sir, your question is very good. Are there any such tools available online? Yes, there are so many tools available, and most of the companies build this type of tools for their security appliances to integrate into their security solutions. So, they have the commercial applications. So, you have to purchase for your company and all. Otherwise, for students, they can enter into this enter the cyber domains. so they can create a agent based or agentic AI based this type of tools. So since this is a very large model, it is checking out multiple sources. So it will take around 10 to 15 minutes to gather all these informations. Okay. So by that time, you just ask any questions you can ask. By this time, the model will display the result. This is a buffer time. You can ask, I can answer one or two questions from this topic.
Sir, you are not audible, sir.
No, no, sir, I am not telling anything. I am
Okay, okay,
just
fine.
waiting for anything, any
Okay, 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 fine.
one want to shoot me some questions. That time my tool will give you a display of how
Okay,
this.
okay. So, Ms. Participant, you can unmute yourself. You can ask the questions. You
Yeah,
can unmute.
Sandeep sir is asking, can we use CBAT's tool for trials purpose? Yes, sir, you can use our tools, but our tool is only a POC level. If we build in the MVP level, so we can let you know that you can use this tool. Any more questions?
Yeah, Ajay sir,
Okay.
Ajay Lenka sir.
Yes.
Since
Uh,
our students are doing some practical knowledge in cybersecurity, yeah,
yes, sir.
will you explain that how they start to make such kind of tool using agentic AI for
Okay.
academic purpose? Not since you are running organization, I am not asking about the whole thing, but for
Hmm.
academic purpose, how they build such kind of tool so
Okay.
that they can analyze their. Okay.
Yes, sir. So we can do another session to explain for how this we can build such kind of AI tools for this kind of solution, taking such kind of solutions and all. Is it right, sir?
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yes, and somebody has asked online tools Sudan virus total senses hack the box etc. Yes, Sudan virus total senses is a very good threat intelligence platform, but hack the box is a training platform for the cyber security professionals, how the things actually work in the real world. Okay, that is the simulation environment. Hack the box is a simulation environment, but whatever you practice in the hack the box, most of the time you fail in the actual cyber operations. It is like a simulated environment, right? And Sodan Sensis is a premium cyber threat intelligence platform. It will give you a lot of information if you purchase their subscriptions. Otherwise, for testing and academic purpose, you can create an account or you can use their free APIs for to integrate into your projects and all. Okay, that is a very limited number of searches you can do, but for premium and advanced level of solutions you have to purchase their premium. Okay.
So can you like tell the tech stack of this tool? What are the tech stacks and the various APIs and services you have used? So like we can get an idea of the system design thing.
Okay, so this tool is basically used for the phishing scam detection, right? If you find where I can use this thing and how I can solve the real world problems, right? Is it your question?
Yes, sir. Like I want to just Want to know the high level system design of this tool, how it is made.
Okay, high level system design. It is a actually we have our own tool. We build a tool like detecting the vulnerabilities. For designing a high level tool, you need a collaborators, right? Suppose the team who are experienced with multiple security appliances, and you have to, like, for example, you want to solve a problem, phishing, right?
Mhm.
For example, and you want to build a system design for the phishing detection. So you must have a very good team, so that one team can understand how the emails work and what level of email detection is possible through the manual investigations, right? And what
Yes.
type of manual investigation we do on the emails, what kind of manual investigations we can do through URLs, domain names, and such are the techniques. When you understand these manual things, then the next step is you want to make it a automated tool or system design to build a tool for the market, right? And it needs a collaboration activities. Okay,
Yes, sir, definitely. So, like,
so
for example, uh, like, uh, it is using the virus total API, right? So,
yes,
virus total API is giving the URL. We can check the URL if it is malicious or not, but it is
yes,
based on a database that various third-party companies that flag the system, that is flag, they flag the URL, then it is showing. What if,
yes.
like, if some new attacker comes in the play and they
Hmm.
uses some new URL and that
Hmm.
is not in the database of virus total or any other third
Yes,
party
yes,
API?
absolutely. Because the attackers are using multiple techniques, right?
Mhm.
So, depending on only suppose virus total is not sufficient to catch the attackers, right?
Yeah.
So, you must have a list of tools. There are around 1000 open source tools, right? So
Mm.
you have to think like that, what are the techniques they are using for doing such kind of operations. So you have to list out what are the open source tools available, to find out the like zero reputation domains. And suppose some antivirus companies is maintaining a record of phishing URLs.
Yes.
Some
Yes.
companies is maintaining the score of any domain, right? Some of the
Yeah.
companies maintaining that some cyber operations, real time cyber operations, which is going through this domain. And some of the companies maintaining the IP addresses of command and control of the attackers, okay, and which
Yeah.
domain is related to. So
Like you flag the IP address if they are
yes,
suspicious.
yes. So
Okay.
you have to integrate a multiple APIs to find a dedicate and confirm that this is the confirmed result. That, right? So you
Mhm.
cannot trust only a single database. You have to. That is how the threat intelligence platform. There are multiple agencies who are maintaining their threat intelligence platforms based on their research activities, right?
Yeah.
They have their own security team to research on that every basis. They are tracking the cyber security groups, right? The cyber operations is not a one man's job, right? They
Yeah.
have their own group, right? So for designing a system you must have a group for that. So ma'am, please show that, yeah. Okay,
Yes, sir. So,
yeah.
like, just last suggestion from you. I just want a suggestion from you. Like, you mentioned that there are many open source tools, like
Hmm.
where we can see that. One example is Virus Total. However,
Yes.
so
Hmm.
like, can you suggest more some open source tools like for this purpose?
Yes, yes. At the last, I will give you some tools name, and if the people are interested, so I will send a list of domain the open source tools for
Mm.
specific purpose. Right?
Yes,
I
sir.
will share you later.
Yes, sir. Please share. Thank you.
Yeah. So this is the output of this tool. First, the Somya, can you go? upward. Yes. So this is the score we have find out. The first thing is that it will analyze and detect how many domains which is alike this domain name. Okay, so it will search all this domain name. Somya, please go down. This is the domain names which is look alike to the company's domain name which is I entered into the urls, right? So first thing is that you have to catch all these look alike domain names. After that, these domain names you have to search in the threat intelligence platform what is the reputation of these domains, whether this is used by a registered company or whether it is used by or submitted in any of the threat intelligence database, that it is a typo squad or malicious url, right? And whether it is related to any of the email servers, connected email servers, where you can see missing dmarc mx record presents, right? caats.net in the medium, this is a brand squatting, but it is live, the domain is live, right? But it is missing the dmarc mx record because the mail server is not connected to this domain. Okay, the actual companies always have a domain name, and the domain name is mapped to their email server so that the employees use their
Yes.
domain names for sending mails and all. If the domain name is not connected to any of the mail server, so this is a suspicious. Okay, then we
Mhm.
can find out the reputation of that domain address, that what is the score of this domain. Okay, so as per the threat intelligence input, so we can find out this domain reputation. Okay, so whether I trust this domain or I cannot trust this domain. If you are into the security operations, so you have this is a daily job that you have to add a multiple malicious domain to your database or in your security appliances, so nobody from your company can access to that malicious domain. This is a regular job of a security operations center. But through agentic ai, you can find out these things and do a automation that this domain names automatically add into your security database for your company, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
you can put it off.
So it is basically like passive information gathering intelligence tool, right?
Yes, passing,
Okay.
getting the information, and after that, what is the required action? Somya is shown you that after that, it will take a sample action like intimating the company
Mhm.
from their email address. They send a mail about the reputation of that domain, right?
Yes, I get it. Nice tool, by the way.
Yes. So due to shortage of time, but we can do more of actions on that tool. Okay. So you can. I will show you in the next slide. So this is the collection of data, feature extracting the features, scoring the risk, autonomous investigation with threat intelligence platform, and then send to the mail. Okay, but this automation will save you a more time. Your more time will save through this automation. Around 30 minutes I just put a url, and then it gives me around 10 to 15 minutes, it give me the result, right? So it will save the security teams time very efficiently. Okay, and what are the actions? I just Somya has shown you a simple email action, right? It's can send the email to that, yeah, to that mail address, but you can do the auto blocking of malicious domain by putting these domain names into your network firewalls, security firewalls and all. Dynamic firewall updates, that is email quarantine, you can check these urls and add into your quarantine list, so that nobody from your organization can use or send any of the mail to this domain, or receive any of the mails from that sender domain. Okay, that is how the soc automation will work, and it will help basically in the investigation team, so that the investigation team has very less time to find out the root cause of any cyber incident. So they have a handy report within 10 to 15 minutes that this is the data and this is the score of about this domain. And this is a SOAR integration. SOAR may be new to you. That is a security orchestration and automation response. You can heard about the Palo Alto, IBM, Curada, IBM. There are multiple companies who are providing the SOAR. SOAR is the action playbooks, right? So if you want to that somebody received unknowingly from a malicious domain and you want to suspend their email usage, so you can do it through SOAR, or you can take the employee's laptop and disconnect it from the infrastructure or network, business network, so it can do through SOAR. Okay, so you can do a multiple actions from this tool by using the agentic AIs, right? What is the advantage? Sorry. Okay. Sorry, the I think. Okay, so I am just giving you a sample that amazon.com you can use. These are the tools, open source tools. I can also share a lot of tools, around 20 to 25 open source tools for your use. You can check how these tools will work for the investigation purpose and what are the informations they are giving you, so that it create a very good level of understanding. And if you are going to develop such kind of things, it will give you a lot of information, and after getting that information you have a very good understanding about developing such kind of tools, right? Sorry, it is swapped over. The main thing is the advantage of using this AI is faster detection time. Okay, so you find like manual search, you have to put a lot of time for investigation manually, but when you use the AI, it will detect faster than the manual search. Okay, and it will reduce the security analyst workload, and adaptive learning scalability, 24 into 7 monitoring, improved accuracy. Okay, when you are doing it in manual way, there is a chances that since we are human, we can do mistakes or we can neglect the things which is a very critical information for the investigation purpose. But through automation and using the AI, this can be eliminated. Okay, the human error can be eliminated by using this. Now it is the question and answer session. Anybody wants to shoot me questions? I am open to you.
Yes, any questions from your side? Can I?
Because yes, I think I am on the right time. Now it is your time to shoot me questions. Okay, somebody has written that lesson now is in today is too short. Obviously it is a very interesting, because you can gain a lot of things and lot of opportunities to understand the concept and how actually the analyst work and create a report of and it will be helpful for the cyber investigations. And the information, when you have a challenge that you have to solve this, then only you dig into the more information, and when you enter into the more information, you gain the more knowledge. Okay, and this practical things always improve your skills, right? So then only you can build a lot of things at your own.
Okay, I just have
So
one question from my side.
yes sir.
Okay, since you explained about domain spoofing,
Yes sir.
will you tell our students that what are the major parameters to
Okay.
check? One, you already told that email is there. Email must be associated with domain. But
Mm-hmm.
other parameters that the student can explore and find out that yes, because this parameter is missing or suspicious, that's why it's a phishing or domain is not or domain is malicious.
Okay.
What are the
So
basic parameters?
yes, the basic parameters. First thing is that the domain, whether the domain is a genuine or it is a like a spoof domain, right?
Okay, how we can find? It's only the using a free tool, or we have some indicator about that this is a fake domain or
Yes, yes, sir. If you enter, yeah, if you use McAfee antivirus, I am not promoting McAfee, but there are. I am using the McAfee. When you enter any of the malicious domain, so automatically it gives a alert that this is a fake domain. Please don't go. Right, this kind of alerts. Okay, so every security companies have their own strategy to find out this malicious domain. Sub companies have their own tool built by them and have a threat intel database of their company, so that when somebody is trying to access that domain, they will intimate that you are accessing a malicious domain. You have to create a repository by your own, or by your own research. Otherwise you have to depend on the open source intelligence platforms. Okay, that is the first criteria. Second thing, you have to create the logic. Whatever I explain in the different type of like homoglyphs, subdomain typo squatting, and combos typo squatting, this is the challenge that you have to, or your students have to build a analytical platform AI engine, so that it can catch these things, right, sir? This is the second. You have to build an analytical engine. Third thing is that the domain that is related or mapped to a IP address. Okay, I have shown you in the thread is that the IP address which is mapped into that domain. This IP, whether this IP is a malicious IP or connected to any of the attacker's server, so you have to find out the IP address also, right? Fourth parameter, is there any domain which is connected to a email server, and email server does not having any of the protection, email protection platform like SPF, DK, SKF, and DMARC, and DKIM. These are the certificates which is used by the email servers, so that you can find that these, if any email server company using these three protection strategies, then it is a legitimate source or email servers, right? So you, if it is not configure any of the protection, so they are using any of the spoofed mail domains, mail domain server, email servers, right? Third thing is that whether any of the phishing site is mapped with this URL, and the URL is live. Suppose, for example, the Amazon and Zero is taking as a domain, and if you search that, it is hitting to a website which is live, that is status code of 200, right? But when you go into that website, it into that website, you find that this website is not actually amazon.com, right? It is a fake domain, fake website which is taking your credentials. Okay, so instead of going to that domain, you can create a engine so that it can take the picture of that domain, of that website, right? Instead of going to that, these are the parameters. There are next parameters is that or yes, these are the parameters, and if you go into more details, so you have to considering the more parameters. These are the basic parameters through which you can build a at least like prototype and MVP level of tools.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for such informative thing.
Huh. And there is another question. What tool is primarily used to analyze network traffic and capture packets? Okay, so for this is a very good question. If you are going to analyze the network traffic, it is not a passive analysis, passive tools. Okay, you cannot use the passive tools to analyze the network traffics. Network traffics are a real-time traffic analysis. Okay, so there is a tools like Wireshark, and some of the companies like SIM Solutions, SIEM. If you know about the SIEM, that is a security information and event management solutions. Through these solutions, they are just putting the sensors at the router point, right, where the traffic goes from the internal network to the outer network. Okay, that is the main gateway where the traffic exchanges. From that point, they are collecting all these traffic informations and analyze the headers of that traffic, network traffic, in the real time. Okay, on that real time analysis, they find out whether it is coming from a legitimate source or it is coming from a malicious C2 server, command and control of any of the attacker server. Okay, so this is how we analyze the network traffic and capture the packets. For capturing the packets, you have to put a sensor, that is we are called the tap points, network tap points. The network, from that network tap points, we collect the network packets, that is your level, application level and the network level packets, and analyze the header informations. You must also know that there are some companies who are analyzing the network packets in depth, right? They have their own strategy to find out the and see the in depth of that packet, on to find out any of the like file is moving through this email, or some file is sharing to outer world. They have the ability to analyze the content of that file. Okay, next question. Sir, you told us you will make test a sample DNS activity towards end. Okay, sample DNS activity. Rohan, can you explain DNS activity or email?
Yes, Rohan, you can unmute and ask. Are you there, Rohan Burma?
Fake domain. Okay, I meant a fake domains. Okay, so I am giving you a site, my screen, just a minute. I am sharing my screen. Yes, my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So, Rohan, you can find out, this is the fish tank where you can find a multiple number of fake domains which are submitted by a lot of cyber professionals daily basis. Okay. So, when you want to find out, you can search here, or otherwise there is another, that is URL scanner. URL scanner also have some live feeds. This is the URL scanner where you can find some of the fake domains and what are the websites seen, right? This is a like websites they are hosting on that domain. Okay, this is the live scans which is updated in every 10 seconds. So instead of going there, you can find it here. Okay, I think I answered your question. Okay, so I will share after the session a lot of thing to Satya sir, so that Satya sir will share with you some of the good open source tools which you need to understand and can be used in your regular practice if you are going to enter into the cyber security analyst profession and all. Okay. And another question is from Bakari, sir, please, are these tools that can improve IT security? Give an example of a tool and explain its role. Okay, Bakari, can you unmute and ask the question verbally? What type of tools, whether it is network tools or cyber OS intelligence tools you are asking about? Okay, so you mean the network tools, right? For network tools, there are multiple security solutions, but for a network analyst, you must be a thorough knowledge about the network packets, right? If I am giving a thing like Wireshark, Wireshark is one tool. Nmap, in Nmap is your IP discovery tool. Okay, and some other tools, IP angry scanners. These are the open source tools I already share with you. These are the open source tools which you can be familiar with to understand how the network packets is going from one network to other network, and what are the informations coming through that network, right? When in the cybersecurity analyst role, we have to find out whether my SSL certificates or my encryption methods is good enough that I am sending the packets or sending the information in a secure channel. Okay, so if you are going to use the Wireshark tools, you have a lot of informations that you can analyze the network packets and whether your encryption method is good, or whether your information is leaking out from that packets. If you can take a look of the not putting the https in the simple http packets, if I am sending a username and password, then you can find out where the where in packet, where the field I can get these credentials. Okay, and from, if I am putting the https, then on that field, whether it is encrypted over the network while sharing, or it is taking or exposing to the attacker. Otherwise, if you are trying to use the man in the middle attack, MITM attack, what are the information the man in the middle can capture and regenerate my network information, right? So these are the things you have to understand. After that, you can, as a professional point of view, you have knowledge about the SIM solutions. Okay, to find out the network packets, you have the knowledge about the Cisco ASA, that is adaptive security solution, in and Palo Alto network firewalls. They have their malicious domain URLs, and they have their own intelligence platform to blacklist the URLs to protect the employees or users from accessing the malicious content or malicious attachments and all. Okay, so there is a lot of things you have to go step by step to enter into this profession. Okay, any other thing is any
Any
other
other
question?
questions, you can unmute. You can ask directly. Instead of writing, you can ask also.
Okay, by that time, I am just sharing a small information about our company so that people can understand. This is our company, CVAT Solutions Private Limited, your trusted cybersecurity partner. we build the cybersecurity solutions and provide managed services for small to medium scale companies. Though nowadays the attackers is more active to for the small to medium scale businesses, because they don't have very a good number of security solutions implemented on their network. Okay, they don't have a cyber analyst, they don't have very good IT expert or IT professionals, so that they can find out the things. So for that segment there is a gap, so we build the solutions for that gap. We are experienced and certified professionals and working on finding early stage detection in infrastructure security gap through assessment and provide a better solutions, or can build a very good customized solutions. Okay, this is our credentials. And anything somebody want to ask questions?
Yes, any questions? I don't think. So thank you, Ajay sir. So we are also planning to open one club as in our school. Though in KIT many clubs are there, so we are planning to open one club, and we have also given one name. And maybe we need your suggestion, guidance, how the students can learn something. Okay, in our school level only, that club is going to be open with the help of Sumit Kumar sir. So definitely we'll
Okay.
visit you to take some guidance. So how
No,
what
sir.
student can learn, and you can use the students also if required in future in your work. So for that one, I will talk with you regarding that one.
Sure, sir. I am open.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you very much, sir. Definitely, I'll be in touch with you with for many things for the
Sure.
cyber security club as well as other things also. I'll contact you. Thank you, sir.
Sure, sir. Sure. Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Very
And
nice, sir. Informative and very nice one. Thank you, sir.
okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you all the participants. Thank you all for your coordination and for compliments. Thanks a lot.